This is the Checka Pro Radio Show. Checka Pro Joe has assembled a team of pre-qualified home service contractors to bring you the latest in services, products, and techniques. Stand by for an informative hour of home improvement radio. Now, here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Checka Pro Joe.
Cody Johnson from A1 Garage Door Service. It's so great to have you here on the Checka Pro Radio Show. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you for having me here.
So you've been in the garage door industry for decades, haven't you?
Well, now, come on. Now you're dating me. But yes, I have. I've been doing it for a couple decades.
Well, I'm so glad that you've come to the Checka Pro Radio Show today because I'm excited and my listeners are very excited as well because you have brought a fantastic offer that can only be found here on Checka Pro Radio, correct?
Absolutely. You said bring a strong offer. I brought you the best one there is.
Okay, so here is the deal, everybody. I want you all to get ready because I'm going to be giving out the phone number in a moment. So, Cody, let me see if I've got this right. You have got an offer for my listeners, only $129 for a garage door tune-up. But there's more. You're going to be giving away 10 free rollers. That's a value of $350 for just $129?
Absolutely. Yes, Joe. So you said bring a strong offer, and that's what we're doing. Now, these aren't just builder-grade rollers. These are going to more likely be 4-inch rollers that have nylon with ball bearing rollers. These things are going to make your door a lot quieter and a lot smoother. And we're going to tune up the door. You know, we're going to make sure all the nuts and bolts are tight. We're going to oil all the hinges, the brand new rollers and the springs. And then on top of that, one thing I didn't tell you, a little bit of a secret, but it's not a secret anymore. We're also going to do a full 29-point safety and security inspection on that.
So it's not just the 129 garage door tune-up, but you're going to do the 29-point inspection. We're not going to go through each one of those 29 points, but can you go over like the top 3 or 4 that stick out in your mind?
Absolutely. I mean, I want you to kind of think of it like when you go to the doctor, they read your vitals, right? Mm-hmm. So that's really what we're kind of doing with the 29-point inspection. We're going to weigh the door. We're actually going to weigh the door, okay? So we're going to weigh the door. Hey, if it's less than 5 pounds, the spring's cleared. It's doing good. Great job. If the door weighs 50 pounds, which we've seen, the heaviest I've seen here is actually 95 pounds. That's scary. The door should not weigh 95 pounds. The springs are the muscle of the garage door. The door should weigh 5 pounds or less, just sitting there on the ground. So the opener safeties were at full blast. We're going to inspect the safeties of the opener. You can imagine this. If it's at full blast, what if it's hitting a bike or a kid or something? It's not stopping if it's at full blast. That's a dangerous thing. And we're going to inspect, the hinges and the cables and even the bottom rubber, at the bottom. Is there gaps underneath? Has it shrunk? Has it gotten rock hard? So, those are just a few of the 29 points that we inspect.
Absolutely. So 129 for a garage door tune-up, and you're going to get 10 free rollers, the best rollers you can get out there. A $350 value for $129. But wait, there's more. The 29-point inspection. Some of those points have already been discussed here with Cody and myself. One more thing that I didn't mention. Unfortunately, not everybody listening is going to be able to get this. So only 10 of my listeners are going to get this deal, so you've got to call now. Call now. 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. If you're driving, we'll be giving out the number again soon. Here's the phone number again, a little slower. 512-798-8432. I have a note right here, Cody, that says no high-pressure sales. Who wants to be sold, right? Don't we educate here on the show and then people make a decision to call you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's no high-pressure sales. Our job is to go out there and make a friend. We're looking to make raving fans is really what we really want to do, Joe. We're going to go out there and we're going to outcompete everybody else. We're going to make a great relationship with the client. We really want you to refer us and give us a 5-star review afterwards.
You need to call right now. And by the way, there is no obligation to buy. You've got to call now to get your $129 garage door tune-up, and you're going to get 10 free rollers, ordinarily $350. Once again, only $129 today. That's an unheard of price. You're also going to get a 29-point inspection on your garage door, on the whole system. You're going to know everything about your garage door. The garage door is the front door to your home. Many people use it. It takes up a good 40% of most people's facades of the home. It should look good. It should operate well. It should be very safe. And you're going to find out how safe it is with your 29-point inspection. Basically, it's a free 29-point inspection when you buy the 129 garage door tune-up. And you're going to get the 10 free rollers. Call now, 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. If you're driving, we'll be giving out the number again soon. Here's the phone number again, a little slower. 512-798-8432. Now, Cody, the 10 free rollers, these aren't those noisy ones. These aren't the plastic ones that just ride in there and have a lot of friction. I have rollers just like this on my garage door. These are nylon rollers, and it can take an average garage door and make it run like a Cadillac garage door, right? It's going to be quieter, smoother, and it's going to extend the life of the garage door.
Absolutely, absolutely. When I bought my house, I go out there, finally got moved in, and it took me all of 1 week to change those rollers. I hit the button. I'm like, I'm hearing these squealing noise. You know, like some rollers, they're plastic rollers and they don't have any ball bearings. And so I want you to imagine like driving down the freeway with your emergency brakes on. You're like, well, something's not right. And they're just sticking in the track. Oh my gosh, I just changed them immediately. And so we put on nylon rollers with ball bearings so that way in the track they're actually rolling. What a concept. What a concept, right? And so now the door doesn't make as much noise, really no squealing at all. And the door is working a lot smoother, which helps prolong the life of the opener and the door. You know, that's what we did at my own personal house. Brand new house. I had to do that.
When I decided to have you on my radio show, Cody, I was thinking, what is the best offer that you can bring to my listener? You guys install garage doors, garage door openers, you repair, you maintain. And I was thinking, what is the easiest, quickest, best value? It just came down to these rollers. When you think about all the things that you can do to a garage door, you guys can efficiently, quickly replace the rollers and make a huge difference for just $129. You're also going to give them the garage door tune-up and a 29-point inspection. Just the rollers and the tune-up are $350. The 29-point inspection you're throwing in for free. This is a phenomenal offer. I really appreciate you bringing this to my listeners, and I want everyone who's listening now who wants to get their garage door tuned up and get free rollers. You've got to call now. 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. Here's the phone number again, a little slower. 512-798-8432. Let's talk about the garage door and how people use it today. It goes up and down often, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. You know, back in the old days when my dad was first showing me, you know, most of the time the customers use their door maybe 2 or 3 times. But what we've been seeing lately is most clients are using the door. It's like the front door of the home. It really is the front door of the home. Most clients are using their door 10 to 15 times or more a day. You know, with that increased usage, it's what's called a cycle. Up once, down once is one cycle. And with the increased usage there, what we're seeing is a lot of times the builder grade parts are breaking down a lot quicker than what it originally would have back in the old days, right? Also, by the way, builder grade stuff, quite frankly, just aren't as good as they used to be. So. But yeah, so one thing that we do one thing that sets us different than most people is that we do have proprietary parts and and top end stuff that we can offer you, the clients. We have Max Life rollers, Max Life springs. These things are going to last you 8 to 10 times the life of a normal spring or a normal roller. And we have those on the truck ready to go.
I know you have fully stocked trucks, and that's really important. And the reason why I bring that up is some people will hire a home service company to find out that the person that they hired or a small company they hired to come out wasn't fully prepared. Yes, maybe they're a trained technician. Maybe they're very good at what they do. However, they're not the type of company to be able to fully stock a truck. That usually comes down to being a mature company that's capitalized. You guys have that fully stocked truck. Tell me and my listeners why that's so important, Cody.
Absolutely. So, unfortunately, in our industry, there's a lot of subcontractors, and really that's what's happening. All of our employees, all my colleagues are employees of the company. They're not subcontractors, okay? And, why would a client care, right? Why would a client care? A lot of times in the subcontractor situation, you call a company, they're sending somebody else out to that place. That person was never trained by that company. By us, we actually have our technicians, they're certified. We send them to a training academy. They are certified technicians, and they are trained in the way to do everything safely and to make sure that your garage door is going to be secure and safe. And also they're going to be safe, right? And everybody is background checked. Everybody is drug tested. We have training for how to handle different situations and different types of garage doors. There's a lot of different ones, believe it or not. And one thing that we also do is the vans that we have, they have full inventory. We can handle about 99% of the stuff that we see every day. We can do right then and there, and it's on the truck. So we're not inconveniencing the client to have them block off another half of a day 3 weeks from now. And so we have most of the stuff on the truck. And that's what really sets us apart. We can do everything generally right now. And isn't that going to be much more convenient for the client?
I would say absolutely. If you've just tuned in to the Check a Pro radio show, I am your host, Check a Pro Joe. My expert guest today, Cody Johnson. He is a garage door expert. He has brought to the radio show today a great offer. Only $129 for a garage door tune-up. But on top of that, he's going to give you 10 free rollers. Your garage door has never sounded this good. This is a $350 value for only $129. On top of that, though, he's going to give you a 29-point inspection. You can basically say that's free or included. But you have to call now. When the show started, we had 10 of these offers available to my listeners. Jerry, who's my producer, is talking in my ear, and he says we only have 8. So you must call now. 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. If you're driving, we'll be giving out the number again soon. Here's the phone number again, a little slower. 512-798-8432. Cody, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more about your garage door and how it can sound a whole lot better and how you can save a whole lot of money.
Dennis Prager here. Just go to checkapro.com. You'll find names, phone numbers, affiliations, and license numbers, everything you need to feel confident about hiring a contractor and getting your project done right. Checkapro.com.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner at A1 Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. Call A1 Garage Door Service, and you'll be smiling today.
A1Garage.com, A1 from day one.
Back here on the Check a Pro radio show, I am your host, Check a Pro Joe. Love doing what I do. I've been doing this for over 20 years, pre-qualifying home service professionals for you, my listener, right here in our community. My special guest today, special expert guest, Cody Johnson. He is a garage door expert, my garage door expert, and I invite him onto the program occasionally to talk about your garage doors and how they can run smoother, how they can last longer, and if you want, how they can be upgraded and improved. Cody, it's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Joe. It's always great to be here.
For those of you who did not get the phone number before the break for the special offer, here it is. Call now, 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. Jerry's been my producer here on Check a Pro Radio for about 20 years. He's stood by me through thick and thin, and he reminds me every radio show of how many offers we have left, and there's only 2. You must call now. 512-798-8432. You're going to get 10 free rollers, a garage door tune-up, a 29-point inspection, all for $129. Call now, 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. So, Cody, before the break, I let everybody know that we're going to talk about smart home integration. One of the cool things today is many things in our homes can be done through automation. We can have lights go off and on. We can have the coffee machine go off and on. We can talk to our home. We can do similar things with our garage door openers now. We touched upon it earlier in the show, but I want to go a little deeper into how people, for really not a lot of money, how they can upgrade their garage door opener from the old opener they have to a new one that's going to run smoother and better, but also be able to do so many things that are well worth the upgrade.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about upgrade. Man, I remember when I was growing up, my dad had an old screwdriver opener, and you'd hit the button. And oh, my gosh, the whole entire home would shake. It would shake, Joe. And then on top of that, there's like oil and grease on the ground underneath the screwdriver opener. And and when my dad put in one of these newer LiftMaster belt drives, it was whisper quiet. Whisper quiet. It was so quiet you wouldn't even hear it. My brother could sneak in and out of the house after that. How about that?
And things have changed even more so. It seems every couple of months there are improvements to the technology. I've got MyQ technology. What I use that for is I have cameras in my garage. I can see what's going on. One of the things I like about it most is I have it programmed that if my garage doors are open and I forget to close them, they're going to close automatically at 10 o'clock. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, suppose someone is in the way or something's in the way. Well, all of the safety features that a garage door system has, it has even more so with MyQ. It'll actually give you a warning signal it's about to close. And then if it tries to close and something's in the way in front of the sensors, it won't close. If it hits something, it'll retract. So it's very safe. I just love it.
Most of the time, what I've found is good is like if you live on a busy street, of course, you don't, but for a lot of people, they may live on a little bit busier street. And, you know, the kids just leave the garage door open all the time. And so you can set this MyQ app up. You can set the app, and it's free. It's integrated into the opener, into the new openers that we'll install. And you can set it where it'll automatically close the garage door. And if the safety acts up, it'll kick back up. That'd be the only time it won't close is if there's a safety problem, which is clear as day. You don't want it to, right? But it's really nice because now you don't have to, when you go off to the movies or you go to the store, you don't have to get 20 minutes away and then say, hey, honey, oh, did you close the garage door? She's going to say, no, I didn't. Did you? Well, no, I didn't either. Now what are we doing? We're circling back. We're wasting, it's a 40-minute round trip there, right? You don't have to do it. All you got to do is pop open your phone, hit the MyQ app, open it up, and let's say the garage door is open. All you got to do is just hit the little button right there, and it'll say closing. and then it will tell you it's actually closed and how long it's been closed or how long it's been open at that time. On top of that, some of the openers that we offer has a camera. You can actually visually not just trust the little button there, but you can actually visually see if the garage door is open or closed. And that to me is just a peace of mind. And it's great, and it makes you more efficient too.
It is phenomenal. I know when my wife has opened the garage door. I'll get a notification, which I can adjust that, but I kind of like to know, oh yeah, okay, she just left or she just came home. That's true of the two garage doors, and so I have them labeled differently, both my queue. I can see what's going on with the camera. I can let people in from my smartphone. I can give them a code and let them in if they wish. I can let delivery drivers such as Amazon in without even having to know they're going to be in. They have a special security system at Amazon that works with the MyQ system. There is no chance of anything going wrong. In other words, they really can't steal from you while they're in there. They have to be in and out really quick. You know the details of that.
Oh, yeah. They take pictures before and after. It's a special background checked Amazon delivery guy. It's a special program. Now, remember, if you're uncomfortable with that, you don't have to use that. You don't have to allow them to do it, but you have the option to, which is really good when you have a special gift coming in, a computer, a TV, a bike for the kids for birthday or Christmas or something. You don't want to just sitting out on the porch to get stolen, do you?
Porch pirates.
So,
no,
yeah.
You don't have to worry about the porch pirate thing. And actually, you're right. I don't use that feature. I actually have a box where I want my deliveries to go into. But at any point in time, I can turn the feature on. I just have decided not to. It's not necessary where I live to do that. But some people really should consider that. If you're interested in any new equipment, from a garage door opener to garage doors, and by the way, garage door quotes are absolutely free, call Cody and his team now. 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. If you're driving, we'll be giving out the number again soon. Jerry, my producer's talking to me in my ear again. He's kind of particular about things, Cody. He says the show's going to be wrapping up soon, and he wants to make sure that I give out the phone number again for the offer today for the garage door tune-up. He said there's a couple more of these left. He really likes to max these things out. I know you do as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we had 10 originally. 8 are gone, only 2 left. Call now to get your 129 garage door tune-up and get 10 free rollers for your garage door. These are upgraded rollers, nylon rollers. Your garage door is going to sound fantastic. It's not going to sound like a freight train anymore. It's going to last longer, and it's just going to run more efficiently. It's a $350 value for only $129. And on top of that, I shook Cody upside down, and the pennies and nickels fell out of him. And I said, I want more. He said, fine. I will add the 29-point inspection for free. I really appreciate that.
No worries. No worries.
The phone number is 512-798-8432. But you've got to call now. As we wrap up the show, really quickly, let's talk about the safety improvements today. When I was young, one of the things I used to do, and I'm talking really young, I would hold the garage door handle from the outside and my friend would press the button. And I'd have it pull me up. There were no safety sensors. I'm not even so sure if that garage door, when it came down, if that would have maimed me. I don't know if it would have gone back up. I don't know if it had that reflex, which what happens today is if the garage door hits something after so much pressure, which isn't much pressure, it reverses. It has to. It's a law, right?
It is a law. It is the law. And it's funny you mentioned that. We still see sometimes kids today, they do that. You would think that's just old school, but no, they still do it. So we have the safeties. You have what's called an up force safety. If it's getting stuck going up, the door should stop. And you want that or else it's going to rip your door in half. We have a down force safety, which is what you're describing. If it's hitting me, it should stop and go back up. We have the photo eyes down at the bottom of your tracks. Next time you guys get to your house, look down at the bottom of the tracks. You're going to see little photo eyes. They should be roughly about 4 to 6 inches off the ground, and they should be facing each other. And so on that, just imagine a 6-year-old kid just running in as you're closing the garage door or a cat and dog, they should, if they cross that center beam, the door should stop and go back up. We don't want it going down, hitting anything. And then there's a couple other things. So those are the major safety things. Some of our openers nowadays have a built-in motion detector on the wall switch. Not all of them, but some of them do. And so when you open the door and it's a dark garage, the light comes on automatically for you. And then also one thing that's kind of been a little bit more recent is a battery backup. And a battery backup, if you lose power, I really don't want my mom lifting the garage door. Her door is perfectly balanced, but I don't want her having to disengage it and lift the door up. Nowadays, on some of our better openers, they have a battery backup built into it. So if a thunderstorm comes through, or the power gets knocked out on a blackout or a brownout, she can still hit the button and the door will go up and down, and it will beep at her, letting her know, hey, it's in battery backup mode. But that way she can pull in and pull out of the garage easily. And so that's kind of some of the updated safeties that we have nowadays.
Cody, thank you for that, and thank you for everything you have brought to the program today. Unfortunately, the show is ending.
Oh, my gosh.
But call now. Oh, so Jerry tells me that we have none left. Cody, would you do me a favor for my listeners?
What do you want?
2 more.
2 more?
2 more. So 12. Instead of the 10, I want 2 more. Can you do that?
We'll do it for you.
Okay. So it's not too late. Call now. Here's the phone number. 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. Call now to get your 129 garage door tune-up and 10 free rollers. Cody's just given us 2 more to give away here on Check A Pro Radio. A $350 value for only $129, and he's throwing in a 29-point inspection for your garage door system. Call right now. 512-798-8432. That's 512-798-8432. Cody, as always, thank you for joining me today on the show.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. At A1 Garage Door Service, fixing your garage doors is what we do. But making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
If you want to get a home improvement project done, but you don't know who to call, I can help. This is Dave Ramsey. Don't call. Log on to checkapro.com.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. At A1 Garage Door Service, our monthly service plan will keep your garage door running smoothly so you never have to deal with a broken garage door. It's simple, it's smart, and it saves you time and costly repairs. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. Call A1 Garage Door Service, and you'll be smiling today.
A1 from day one.